个小的，3块6啊。
啊，3块6。
要吗？哦，这样不让吗？这样也行。
谢谢。
今天有么么的这样子。
And the char siu looks better.
I think we need to bring your dad here. He might like this better than the other one. Mm. 不错，真的有料了。
有头发。
啊！我有一听啊。
看到。
As I was biting, I thought, 为什么我的头发一直弄到？真不错。
Okay. No different.
Actually, 385 also not very expensive. Oh, somebody dropped it. Cherry pop tomato. But I'll cook it together with it.
Okay, then take this one lah. Then
Okay.
2 pieces.
Okay.
Big one.
Yeah.
Research has found these disorders to be quite common in North America.
for 3.5 to 6% whatever.
오.
乖。